Okay, looks like the stream is up, so let's get going. Hello everyone, this is April, bringing you some April Fools Festive Zelda Link to the Past Randomizer. This week, we'll be doing in all dungeons Keysanity. All dungeons, meaning we need to clear every dungeon, including the Castle Tower Aghanim. And Keysanity means that while normally the keys and maps and compasses are shuffled only inside their usual dungeons, with the Keysanity dungeon setting, all of those are shuffled with every other item all throughout the world. So that can cause some more bottlenecking with items. So let's call ourselves keys. And put that in several times for the heck of it. Okay, this is another character I don't recognize. Let's start from Sanctuary. Yep. Yeah, as I mentioned, keys can be anywhere, so here's the big key for Swamp Palace right here in Sanctuary as we're starting out. You'll notice I still have that weird setting on where your Sprite's pieces kind of get offset at random places. Yep, one of the things the April Fools Randomizer does is there are some random changes that can be done to parts of the overworld and parts of the dungeons. So here there's a gate blocking the main path to Sanctuary, but you can just go around it, so that's not a big deal. Music shuffle is on, evidently. Yeah, like the last few times, I did some of the custom settings for the Festive Randomizer, but I don't remember exactly which ones. So whatever it is that makes things fly off weirdly is on. I believe the music track shuffle is on, but not the pieces shuffle. So one of the settings could actually shuffle pieces of the different music into each other. So you'd have parts of one theme playing, parts of something else playing in the same place. I don't seem to have that on for this, but definitely the track shuffle is on. Because we got the rainy music for the normal overworld, we've got Sanctuary music in the caves. We got the fairy theme in the forest here. One of the weird boot settings is on. We appear to have instant boots, which could be interesting if it goes off accidentally. Yep, something with the item sprites is also on. That doesn't look like a straight shuffle because the palette's all wonky. I forget what the other settings were exactly, and definitely forget which one is actually in play. But for now, it looks like our hammer is a off-color bow with no arrows. Looks like I did start with boots, so apparently there was a start with boot settings that was on. If you're not familiar with the Keysanity, the stuff in the bottom left will look a bit unfamiliar. This tracks all the keys you have for all the dungeons, so that it's there in one place. Most people who do actual racing will have a separate tracker program that keeps track of everything they found for them, or at least they'll need... Well, they may need to check it off themselves depending on the program, but some of them actually integrate with the game and will... Yeah, can tell when you find items automatically. But I don't have any of those, much less any setup, so... It's on to me to remember what I have and haven't done. Which sometimes works out. Our village today has the Death Mountain music. Alright, let's hopefully get some bombs in here. If not, I may have to come back for the back wall. Some health, nice. A heart-shaped container. Yep, there's a thing with the April Fools Edition Randomizer, is if a chest has what it would normally have, you get that voice clip of someone saying, "Is this even randomized?" Another thing it does is any text that is still in the game is replaced with a rather poorly machine-translated version. Okay. I do have boots, but it looks like I can't stop once I get started. Yep, here's another big key. Dark Palace is more useful than Swamp. Swamp's big key, the only thing it does is open the big chest, which normally would have hook shot, which you would normally need to continue. There's a small key to Ganon's Tower. But with Randomizer, you'll probably get the hook shot somewhere else, which means you don't actually need the big key to clear the dungeon, because there is no locked big door. Power gloves? Red stick. Yeah. Last time it took me forever to find that, because it was in the Hyrule Castle dungeons and I forgot to go check. So this time it's nice to get that out of the way early. Alright, I don't have enough money. Aya, there is Zannen. Zannen datana. Yeah, Zannen is a Japanese word, basically meaning that's too bad. Okay, this is not bomb today. Another weird thing that April Fools Randomizer does is it seems to randomly change some of the connections between rooms in non-dungeon areas. So sometimes you'll get something that can be bashed into that normally would bomb through, like in the well back there. Sometimes you'll have locked doors, which since there are no keys for non-dungeon areas, you can just open. Sometimes there'll just be an open door where there wouldn't be normally. I don't think of it. I should take another check in here, make sure this is actually a bombable wall. Okay, I can't just... Nope. Okay, I've not found any bombs, so I'll go buy some. Yeah, I think one of the boot settings for Start with Boots was on butt. And I'm guessing that's the one I have active here. Which would mean, Start with Boots is on, but you start going immediately and can't stop until you hit something. Which in a lot of places is not that big a deal. But if you want to be able to change direction, that's taken off the table. The Quick Sock, I'm guessing, still has that, yeah. Well, that's interesting. We got upside down things, we got miscolored things. You can still tell what things are by their position if you're familiar with the positions. But if you're not fully familiar with it, that could definitely mess you up. Ah, here's a bow. These are some good things to be getting early on. I would like a sword, but between hammer and bow, we can deal with most enemies without too much trouble. Let's just see what's at the library and race game. Here's some arrows. Can I even get these? Yes. Not a big deal, but I'm not full, so I might as well take them. And over here is a map. Not really useful, but one thing that happens is anytime maps are shuffled out of the dungeons, instead of the map telling you which item is in which dungeon, you will not see that until you have the map for that dungeon. Let's pop over to Keys' house. It's a heart container. And let's go escape now, before I forget. Our bow is an upside-down boomerang. Oh right, I can't stop. That could get annoying, but it is kind of funny. Another thing with the April Fools Randomizer is enemies can drop other enemies, which, depending on what's loaded in the Sprite memory, may not display correctly. If anything, they're more likely to display wrong than not. Yeah. Our uncle is Bomberman. Looks like they have the big fancy prize pack today. The Compass of Dark Palace. As I recall, when compasses are shuffled, if you have the compass in its dungeon, it will tell you how many items you still have to find in that dungeon. It's not particularly useful, but it's kind of a nice reminder. That's too far behind them. There. Yes, those bombs they throw are real bombs in the sense that they will damage enemies. Okay, we have the alternate dungeon layout for this, which means you can't just go up there where normally people would just dash through. Yeah, most common route runners take to get to the back of the dungeon is to go to the left there. But with the alternate layout that this has put in place, you have to come over to this side, through this top door, because the ones on the bottom were gone. And from this point on, I think it's normal. Like I said, there are a number of potential modifications to various parts of the game geometry that I think are randomly either put in or not put in every seed you generate. Is that a chain chomp? Anyway, we have Light World Dungeon music in Hyrule Castle. Let's see what's down here. Yes, it is. And if I remember correctly, that key is useful only for opening the cell. But since you always find it right next to the cell, it's not a big deal as long as you can actually beat the enemy. Okay. Let's head down this way. Okay. Thought I remembered that being statue there. Again, locked doors in a non-dungeon area don't actually mean anything. These could be shuffled, but nope, we're the usual. The drainage switch is the normal drainage switch today. There's a piece of heart out there, which I'll pick up on the way out. And just a few rupees. Yeah, also it's kind of risky to dash without a sword because you won't hit things while you're running. You know, try to bomb these. That went pretty well. Nice. Yeah, hookshot is the ideal way to do that, but I don't have a hookshot, so... Ah, here we go. Sword. Some money there. Map to swamp. And the magical cape. Let's head over to Ice Rod Cave. Might as well do a water walk while I'm there, assuming that the boot's weirdness doesn't break it. Okay, this is normal today. Nice, nice. So that's Dark World access except for the Moon Pearl. Well, I had that already with just the gloves and boots. Or gloves and hammer. But having both sets of gloves and the hammer opens up all the Dark World portals. It's just you need the Moon Pearl to not be turned into whatever this guy becomes. Nope. Our water rock is not working. So either I dashed incorrectly or whatever weirdness is going on with the boots keeps that from happening. I could always try fake flippers. Okay, I don't normally have that much trouble with it. Although this being the April Fools Randomizer, it's possible they patched it out. Okay, I'm going to go check the graveyard. Because there's a good chance I still have some form of the Gravestone shuffle on. Also, even if I didn't, I can lift all the rocks anyway. Eh? That was... okay. This must be the Chaos version of the shuffle. Yeah, there are two possible settings besides the default one, where... yeah, normally when you push the Gravestone, it shows you whatever is underneath it. Of course. Yeah, on the normal settings, of course, when you push a gravestone, you get whatever is underneath that gravestone. With the shuffle, what's under each gravestone is shuffled, but the contents are normal. So the entrance to Sanctuary might be under a different gravestone, but it will actually be under that gravestone. Well, I think this is chaotic. Apparently what happens is it just... Yeah, the contents of each are randomized, and also the location of the contents is randomized. And they can pop up pretty much anywhere on the screen, it looks like. There's a moon pearl. In King's Tomb. Which is on the wrong side of the graveyard, and not even in the... Yeah. Not even within the walls. Okay, where was the... Okay, I need to find which one opened the... There it is. And this just materializes out of nowhere. Rat dropped a fish. Honey... Mirror. Very nice. It's always good to get the mirror before you go into the Dark World. Speaking of which, this is probably a good time to do that. So I have the Moon Pearl, I have the gloves, I have the hammer, I have the mirror. Okay, let's check if there's a bomb here. Getting a little low. Okay, these are in the normal spot. Hammer through that. Hello, Dark World. Yeah, and this side they're switched. Okay. There's a key to Misery Mire. We're going to need that at some point, probably. Key to Swamp, that's definitely necessary. Yeah, the key to Swamp Callus gates you from getting anything in there. So, I could go in there and grab the first chest, but I need the flippers to do anything else. Or no, you can't even get the first chest without flippers. Never mind. Is there anything else I want to do around here? Yeah, there's not much I can do without the... Yeah, if I had the Book of Medora, I could go check what's on the tablet, but I don't. But I can mirror to Cave 45. And here we have... I'll take it. I think that's enough for a... Yep. Yeah, Keysanity is interesting as far as going to dungeons goes. Because you need to find the keys to finish things, so you want to do that first. But on the other hand, because everything is shuffled out of them, there's more likely to be useful items in the dungeons. Because there's not slots taken up by the map, the compass, and whatever keys. Okay. For 30 hours. I need to check his original dialogue, see if I can figure out where 30 hours came from. And here you just keep digging until you either find the item or run out of time, which is unlikely to happen with the unusually long timer. But they also seem to increase the number of digs you need. Swamp Palace. I could keep digging for more money, but I don't really need it at this point. Oops. Yeah, should have seen that coming. That's the problem with boots that can't stop. Yep, and if you're not quite close enough to something to grab it, with the instant dash you start dashing instantly and can take off and go who knows where. Well, that's interesting. I've not seen this particular geometry variant before. Again, it's something that doesn't really get in your way because you can just go around, but if you're not expecting it, it can throw you for a bit of a loop. And just bombs. Blacksmiths are building wall arms there. Come to think of it, I don't remember what's in my bottle. Can I item dash? Yes. Yeah, so item dashing is a thing you can do in the Japanese 1.0 version of the ROM, which the randomizer is built on, where you can use an item and a dash at the same time. If you press Y and A on the same frame, you'll kind of use both at once, which for hammer means you're hammering things down as you dash, although you can't hurt enemies with that. For some other things, it has some other effects. Like if you item dash with a hook shot, you get into a weird glitch state where you can't swing your sword, but if you touch the top or bottom of the stairways, you start going at turbo speed in any direction at will, as though you were dashing, except that you can control it. I think missile-type weapons, you shoot and then dash. Or maybe you shoot when you stop dashing. I haven't really used that much, so I'm not familiar with it. Alright, mirror is not that bow, it's that bow. And that's just a compass. So nothing much on this mist chain today. If I had the Flute, I could do desert. There's a big key up there, which could be important. But yeah, I don't have the Flute, so I can't get into the Misery Mire, which means I can't get to the Desert Palace the back way. And I don't have the Book of Medora, so I can't get in the front way. Eastern and Dark Palace are technically out of logic because they don't have a light. Same thing with the mountain. So, go check Skullwood's Village of Outcasts. Alright, and Bonk Rock's right here. Slow guards are kind of nice. Boss music at the cave. I'm not sure why I came in this entrance. It's not really convenient for this. Alright, and those bees again. Yeah, that's a dead end. Yeah, but I can't check the pedestal without the Book of Medora. Anyway, hammer. Let's check the front part of Skullwoods first. Hyrule Castle in this dungeon. Because I can't tell whether it's the Light World music, dungeon music, or the Dark World dungeon music. Because with the map shuffle, you can't tell whether the prize of a dungeon is a pendant or a crystal until after you clear it or get the map. And to keep the music from giving it away, the music of the two dungeon types is also shuffled random with each other. Shield. No hype there. Wait for that to get out of my way. And not even do that properly. Okay then. Kind of think of it, I believe I had a different game over message the last seed I played, so that may be randomized as well. Which would be appropriate. It is randomizer after all. Okay, so here's some money. But I didn't find a key, so I can't get out. No matter. I do have Zora money for what that's worth. Yeah, this is how you want to get here, especially if you have the Titan's Mitts. let's check the other part of the Fronoskull Woods. Huh. That was interesting. Hey, get back here. I don't really need the health, but it would have been nice. Okay, normal geometry this time. Okay then. Yeah, and because I hit that into the spike, it takes spike damage. Which yeah, spike damage is equivalent to a gold sword slash. So it will kill most enemies. Let's see, that was the red stick, I think. Yep. Okay, the chest is just here now. Last few times I've played, it was in the side room, but normally has the magic bottle in a pot. And the magic bottle in a pot was there instead. Okay, powder is an upside-down mushroom. It actually kind of looks like the powder thing, although it might just be because it's using that palette. Alright. I think there's health in some of these. And I do not have the big key for here, so... There's a small key to Ganon's tower. Okay, so that's all I can do here for now. Yep, and you can go along the edge of that pit as long as you hug it and don't go into the pit. Okay, there's sometimes a fairy in there, but not today. Or not this time anyway. It's probably a 50-50 chance. Just bombs. And the boot's weirdness affected that too. Because normally when you pull on that, you keep going until you hit the wall. Ooh, hook shot. Nice. Come to think of it, I can do a few new things in the light world too, so let's do that while we're here. I can't remember if I remembered a ball in the back of this. I think I did, but let's make sure. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I have money for the bottle merchant now. I need it. I think that's just arrows. I think I forgot to check the chicken hut. Oh no, that was a locked door. Okay. Well, this isn't where I meant to go, but I could do magic bat with, yeah, powder. What will you have today? Compass of Desert. So, nothing of importance. Anyway, as I was meaning to do, we have a bottle, so this guy will give us... Yeah, I can't get out of my body. Distracted by the monsters. Just arrows. Did I forget to get this? I did. Key to Turtle Rock. That will be necessary if we go to Turtle Rock, most likely. I think I left my portal over here. Oh, nice. I think before I go into the dungeon, I'll check the... Well, actually, I don't have the big key, so there's not... I can get the 4 chests in the front, so I'll do that. Normally, the big key would have to be one of those, but with Keysanity on, it could be anywhere in the world. But, like I said, there are 4 chests you can get without going into the back of the dungeon. There's the map of ice. Also, with all dungeons on, it doesn't matter too much what is in each dungeon because we need to do them all anyway. So apparently that is normally the 20 rupees there. I'd actually forgotten. Okay. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, I'll check on what the Sprite is after the stream. Unless someone comes into chat and explains it before then. Okay, this is the edited thing with the wall there. Got some turbo bunny beams. I swear this thing looks familiar. That's fine. Good. Alright, so to get to that, I want to go through the doorway. Which means I need to get over here and then come up and... yeah. Yeah, it's just right here. $50 rupees. Well, I come to think of it, if that's been moved, then the back of the dungeon might also be affected. So I wanted to come over there? Yeah. How did I get there? That was definitely a sour note. Okay, yes, we have the alternate layout, so I can actually get to most of the dungeon without the big key. And the colored box have their state toggled, and when you first come into the dungeon, as another result of the Festive Randomizer. Okay. I'm gonna put my cape on. Kind of surprised that survived through the stairway. Okay, normally this is a trap, but with the button not working, it actually opens the door. I think that stays open even if you leave the dungeon. Because I'm not going to be able to get to the boss room without the big key. At least I don't think so. Actually got through that unscathed. Yeah, I can't get through there. But I can get through here. And yeah, I think I can finish the dungeon without the big key. I just can't get what's in the big chest. Unless that's walled off on the other side, which it could be. It's a spear guard. Alright, you need the big key to get in there. Yeah, I forgot about that, because you normally need the peak key just to get that far. Okay, I'll do the north checks. So, Bumper Cave, Sanctuary Ledge, or Graveyard Ledge, rather. No, not that way. Okay, that's a piece of heart. I already checked that earlier. Lumberjack ledge is another piece of heart. Oops. Okay, mirror here. And key. 2 Ice Palace. Yep, reverse sword beams. Let's check what Sahasrah's hiding. Okay, I think normally you can bash that, but today it's a stronger weakened wall. Yeah. Like I mentioned, bad translation. Okay, Tower of Hera has Grain Pendant for what that's worth. I believe that will now show up on the map even though I don't have the Tower of Hera map item. Okay, Turtle Rock Compass. Okay, no it does not. So I could technically beat Eastern even though I don't have a light. And really that's about it. So I'm probably going to have to start dipping dungeons. Eastern's a good place as I need to start. Ah. That's what I was expecting the last 2 times. Yeah, like I mentioned, geometry may be altered in some places, and that's one of the some places. Bombar. Okay, now the pots are up there. Anyway, this is a shortcut to this chest. Key to Turtle Rock. Also, did I see no door? Yeah, no door. But there is a pot, which suggests I'm supposed to drop into a pot somewhere. Alright, these are not the ones that throw things at you. Ah, the boomerang. Yep. There's the Book of Medora. So that gets me into Desert Palace and also puts the tablets in logic. So after hopefully clearing this, where are the... Okay then. I'm not sure what's going on here. Normally that wouldn't be too bad to do without a light, but something has changed. I'm gonna go ahead and check the tablet. Big key. It's a mystery mire. I do not have the big key to desert, but there is a big key on the ledge outside, so that's probably important regardless. That's a thing. Anyway. Into the dungeon. And I do have the compass of Desert Palace, so as you can see, there's an indicator at top, yeah, the top status underneath rupees and bombs saying, I have 0 of 6 items. Now 1 of 6. I don't have a small key, so I can't get in the side room, and I don't have the big key, so I can't get the big chest, or continue to the boss. So that's 2 items on the side I can't get. Or maybe not. Let's double check to make sure the geometry hasn't changed. Okay, yeah, this looks normal. Yep. Anyway, you can go outside and get the big key that's out on the ledge. Might even be the big key to this dungeon. In which case I can come back in and get the big chest, finish off the boss. But cannot get the 2 items in the side room. Unless it is the big key and the small key is either on the boss or in the chest. Oh, that's Turtle Rock. Okay, so what else is technically logic? Okay, I'm going to try to go up the mountain. This is not something I've practiced and I don't remember the layout too well, but it is a fairly simple cave. So, yeah, try it and hope for the best. Because there are a lot of things up there I could get to if I just go up there. Alright. Sword beams are reversed. Okay, so first you drop down. There's the old man. Yeah, he's very talkative. Okay, I think... Okay, we're going diagonally on the wall here. And now I just need to go down. And there. Like I said, it's a pretty simple cave. What was giving me troubles when I tried that before was I was coming in from the top side, and I wasn't quite sure where the pit is that you have to go around to get to the man. Anyway, there's 50 rupees. Let's see if I can get hook speed to work. Okay, I'm in my can't use sword state, so that should be... Yeah, it was working for a second there, but then I got hit by a rock. And no, I don't want to dash here, because, yeah, can't stop. And if you can't stop, you'll just fall off. And now this jerk is in the way. Oh, at least the old man gives you free healing. Again, can't stop. Makes the boots a lot less useful. There's a hook speed. Red rupee up there. Okay, that is a big key, so I do want it. And then I think I'll hookshot across the bridge. Check out the eastern portion. Go into the Dark World, check out that section, then to the Tower of Hera, probably. Though I don't have the big key for it unless this is it. Skullwoods. Wait, what? Did I just dash across this pit? I mean, there's you can't stop dashing, and there's that. So if you can't stop dashing even if there's a pit in the way, that changes things in a weird way. Yeah, I'll try it out coming out of Paradox Cave. Or right there. That is unexpected. Key to Dark Palace. The blue stick. There's some health. Big key to Thieves Town, so I can go finish that now. Yes, I did want to fall down here to get these items. Okay, but you can't just dash right out of here because it's not lined up properly. And I backed off too far. I'll just go outside, not bother with the bomb jump. It's a slight time save, but not much of one. And I'm not actually racing, so I don't really care. That's a map, I don't care. Okay, so hammer is there. I don't think I put the shuffle on because I don't like it. Yep. Standard order. It's Ether, which I think was this one. Well, Turtle Rock is open now. Can't actually beat it, of course, but it's open. Might as well see what's in the first room that I can get to. You can't do the side room with the fire rod things because no fire rod. But I can get the one chest in the room to the left. Again, you'll notice there's a 0 out of 12 because I do have the compass. And apparently spikes will stop your dash too. I think I had this music for a dungeon before, and I don't know, it just doesn't have the right energy. You don't want your dungeons putting you to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, apples are weird. They do block things like hookshot and boomerang, but you can't pick them up. Meyer key. Another key. Dark Palace. Sword. And a mushroom. Which I can go turn in at my leisure. Can also come in and grab these 2 items. Oh, there's our 3rd medallion. So when I finally get the flute, I'll definitely be able to open Meyer. Yeah, but you're just too far over to the left to dash through the door. Anyway, there is the spiral caves too, and then the tablet and the tower. Or what I can get to with the tower. Alright, you dash over pitch. That is going to be weird to get used to. Okay, now I need to go back up, which is not that much of a problem. Okay. And there is always a fairy in that pile of rocks, so if you need some quick healing, it's right there. Yeah, dashing into those has some strange... Speaking of strange... It was kind of a risk to dash over there because I'm not familiar with the geometry. Even when it's not changed. Okay, I'll take more health. Yeah, I can get to at least 2 items in here. Which might be necessary. Oh, that's just bombs. Oh, turbo boomerang. Okay, so I don't have a key, I don't have the big key, and I don't know how to hair a pot properly, so that's it for now. I think I got everything I could from the mountain. No, that's not quite true. There's still Spike Cave. And I have the hammer so I can get in. I have invincibility items, so I should be able to get through. Yep. No problem. And chump change for the power. Yeah. Chump change for our trouble. Okay. So what else is available? I can't go into Swamp without the flippers. I could finish Thieves Town. Could do more of Skullwoods. Can't get to Dungeons 5 and 6. Just need the flippers and flute. Well, there's Castle Tower. And Zora. And Catfish. And Pyramid. If I dash there, I'll overshoot the bridge. Yeah, Castle Tower is usually largely worthless because there are two chests, both of which would normally have to have the keys to the locked doors in the tower. But with Keysanity, those keys can be anywhere, and anything can be in the chests. You wait for these to get close, and then take them out. Just like that. And the first chest is just a map, so I will need to find the 2 Castle Tower keys somewhere to be able to finish the tower, because all dungeons means you need all dungeons, including this one. And yeah, let's do Pyramid and Catfish. And then Zora. Also can check here to see where the 5 and 6 crystals are. Mire and Desert. It's an interesting coincidence. Alright, while hammer dashing, you can't actually attack enemies. You'd think you would be able to because of the hammer, but no. There's the fairy. Ah. This lamp will come in handy. So it's probably worthwhile to go to Dark Palace now, and I should be able to finish Easter now that I can see what I'm doing. Also puts the mountain in logic. Well, technically the mountain was already in logic because the lamp was available. It's what is logically accessible depends on what you could have more than what you actually do have. Right. And Catfish today has... oh, besides some talking, a map to Dark Palace. So for what that's worth, that's Crystal 4. I cannot swim. But I can still come up and buy whatever this is, because normally you get the flippers here, which means you have to be able to get here without swimming. There's silver arrows. Those will be worth coming back for once I get the flippers. Aside from being the way you're supposed to beat Ganon, and a much faster way to beat him than the silverless method, they're also very handy against a number of ordinary enemies and even a few bosses. It's technically possible to do fake flippers and go down the waterfall, but it's very tricky to do it. Even if you know what you're doing, which I really don't. Basically, you need to get enough sprites loaded to pretty much overload the game. Okay, let's go to... yeah, Dark Palace and then Eastern. Or vice versa. But get there from the Dark World so I can mirror back. Also, what's on the island down here? As I can't actually get to it without the flippers. Okay, it's a map. You can see it by jumping in from the shore here. Yeah, and your dash is interrupted if you run into something or take damage. Which I think is how it normally works. Anyway, back to the Dark World. This is at least Dark World music if it's not this part of the Dark World's music. Yeah, shouldn't have done that. I think there was a tree here. Yeah. And there's monsters dropping monsters. Okay, we're through that without issue. But first, let's finish this off. Actually, with the weird boots thing, I could have just dashed across the pit. Apparently I do have the map now because it's saying in the corner that C for crystal. Yep. Map and big key, but not compass. Yeah, I cannot just drop down to get fairies because that will teleport to the big key room. Okay, there's a heart. Kind of think of it, those statues aren't normally there, are they? Yeah, the Cyclops with the key is not here. So it's probably in here. I was trying to come in here earlier, but I couldn't tell what I was doing. Oh, there's the key. Let's grab the money for the heck of it. There's the switch today. Under normal circumstances, it's always the bottom one. But the Festive Randomizer plays with that. Let's see if I can do this properly. Yes. And on to the Armrest Knights, which will probably act a bit strange. Oh. And by a bit strange, I didn't mean quite this, but this is definitely strange. It's a key to Misery Mire. And our first crystal, finally, almost an hour and a half in. Oh wait, 6 more crystals, 3 pendants, and Castle Tower Aghanim to go. And kind of a sick fanfare. Not sick as in wicked cool awesome, but sick as in ailing and needs to see a doctor. Or perhaps an instrument repair person. Okay. Something does appear to be changed there. Hookshot. Key to Ganon's Tower. I have 3 of those already, that should be plenty. 2 small keys and the big key for this dungeon. Especially in Keysanity, you want to, if possible, avoid unlocking that center door there. Because it is possible to go around it. And if you go around it, that saves you keys. I think technically you need all the keys for the dungeon to be completely in logic. Because the game doesn't assume that you don't skip skippable doors. Or, yeah, it doesn't assume that you do skip doors you can skip. That's just a spear guy. Get out the bow for these. Okay. Turbo spikes again. There's a piece of heart. Let's bomb up the fairy room too. There's our bombs back. 3 of 14 items. Just take one of these. Let's get this now. Oh, right. Weird boot stash over bits. This could end up being a waste of a key, but can't tell until you check it. It's a shovel. Okay, so I can't tell even now. I need to wait and find out what that digs up. There's a key to Turtle Rock. I need to redo this. I'm getting pretty low on arrows. Okay, I think the fire rod I was seeing in the item box is just what it was using for bow with no arrows. And somehow got through that without getting hit. Alright, I want the hammer. This is the hammer dungeon after all. Right, I need to switch that back to get through. Alright, I still have the mushroom to turn in, so there's the mushroom to deal with, the shovel to dig up that spot. There's a piece of heart. Normally I would dash there, but yeah, there's no railing. I wasn't sure whether there was or not, and I did not want to risk it. So I'm going to need more keys for this dungeon. And there's the Harrow map. Which does me exactly no good, because I already know it's the Pendant of Courage. Oh, gold sword. I think that's everything I can do for here for now. Yeah, unless I hammer jump, which... Very precise bomb jump that I don't know the setup for. And the weirding of the physics might interfere with it anyway. Yeah, let's go see the witch's hut first. Then get down to the shovel spot. And then finish thieves. That's a handy little shortcut. It's not much of one, but it's there. And with a gold sword, you can just hit those normally. Okay, our mushroom looks like off-color powder. Now, you give it to the witch outside, then the thing will appear inside after you change screens. So to get off the screen, come back. And now there will be something inside the shop. It's basically nothing. Let's grab a potion while we're here. So, yeah, shovel spot. If I had flippers, I would seriously consider going to get a arrow capacity upgrade just for the refill. But since I don't, that's not an option. The flippers, of course, will be required to finish Swamp, and they're logically required to reach Ice Palace. Though if you can get fake flippers to work, then yeah. Let's see. It's a shield. I don't want shield. Not only is it not particularly useful, but if you end up with a mirror shield, that actually slows the game down a bit. Okay. So... what else can I do? Thieves. And I can get the basement in Tower of Hera. Yeah, I don't have the fire rod or the ice rod. Yeah. Death Mountain music in Kakariko. Okay, so I've cleared out Easter and I've done what I can in Desert without more keys. I've done most of what I can in Hero. There is the basement now that I have the small key. I've done what I could in Dark Palace. I can't do anything in Swamp without flippers. Wait, no. This was the modified layout, so I need to come up here. I've done what I can in Skull Woods. I'm here in Thieves Town to get what I can. That locked door is not even useful. Yeah, I have the big key. Now before I go here, I went to go over there and get the keys so I can get down to the big chest. Yep, and that does stay open. Good. The key is still there, even though the locked door is now useless. So I can just never unlock it and never have to worry about the other key. Which is hidden somewhere in the world, and yeah. Wait, why am I going this way? Yeah, that's already done. I just need to come up here, go downstairs, and do things there. That was lucky. And this is not here. So it's probably in the other room that's mostly useless. Yeah, normally this room is pointless. Okay, heart container. So that's the entire dungeon except the boss. Oh, and the locked item in here. Or the item in this chest. And it's the map of Ganon's Tower, which is completely useless. Right, Fake Maiden does not affect your movement. Some followers do. Mostly the old man. Boring music for boss again. Didn't quite do that right. But this will be over soon enough. Yeah, Cane of Verna is very effective against them if you have it. And there's a second crystal. Fast forward this. Okay. Still don't have the flute. I guess let's check Hera. I'm having trouble thinking of what else I can do that I haven't done already. I'll just go through the back of here to avoid the falling cabbages. At least some of them. You can't avoid them completely, but you can avoid going up the stairs with them falling on you. Spazzing out. Yeah, are there any overworld checks I haven't done? I can't think of any. Well, there are some, but I can't do them without flippers. Yeah, turbo boomerang. Okay, so with the key, I can come down here. Looks like these are leaving pits behind them today. No, I wanted to be in the barrier when I set that off so that I'd have the invulnerability frames. Oops. Another weird nonsense pattern that is not the normal one. Oh. Okay. Wasn't sure what that was. Yeah, those are weirdly hard to hit. Okay, I think this was the lamp. Yes. And it's just bombs. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break and think about where to go next. Okay, I think I have the key to Skullwood's, come to think of it, the big key. So that's at least one more thing I can check. Yeah. See, I did Bonk Rocks, I did Graveyard, and Ledge. Did Escape Sequence. Where am I going? Yeah, I did Eastern, I did everything I could in Desert. Did everything I could in Harrow without the big key and not being able to Harrow Pod. Although I guess I could try it. It would be out of logic, but it could be amusing. Yeah, can't do anything in Swamp without the flippers. Done everything I can in Eastern, or Darkness, until I get more keys. Skullwoods, I'm heading to now. Cleaned out Thieves Town. Can't get to Ice without flippers, can't get to Mire without Flute, can't do anything else in Turtle Rock without the Fire Rod. No, that's not true at all. I have keys, so I can go further in. So yeah, after this, Turtle Rock. Yeah, I'm thinking too much like, yeah, thinking too much in terms of normal gameplay, where normally you'd need to find the key to get further into Turtle Rock in Turtle Rock. But this is not normal, this is Keysanity. You can find the key anywhere. And I've already found 4 keys. Okay, so I come here, pull on this, opens the way to the big chest. And that's just health. Okay, so on to Turtle Rock. I have a destination now. That dialogue is a bit annoying, but the healing is nice. Yeah, that incidentally is why the randomizer normally takes out the dialogue, unless it actually gives you useful information, like Sahasrara telling you where to find the Pendant of Courage. Or the bomb shop guy telling you which crystals will give you the other bomb. Alright, and with Turtle Rock already open, I can just go up from here. Do a little trickery with blocks in the hookshot. Yes, I've mentioned on previous streams, blocks are not solid while you're pushing them, so you can hookshot right through them, you can fire rod right through them, etc. And being able to hookshot through them lets you take shortcuts in some places, like right there. Pretty sure it was 7-7, so I shouldn't be able to get to Ganon's tower until I have all the crystals. Okay, so we're back in Turtle Rock. So I'm gonna just go to the north and probably west. Probably the northwest. They may have changed this again. I think the one time it came through, we had to go through the northeast door. But no, it looks like this is just normal today. There's another fish. Yeah, I don't have Fire Rod, so I can't Fire Rod this. That always drops a key. Compass of Ice Palace. Can't remember if I wanted to switch those back or not. I don't think it really matters yet. Alright, that. Giant Pokies are glitching out some of the other sprites. I kind of want to skip Lava Chest, but I kind of don't want to risk it. Ah, there. A roller that actually looks like a roller for once. Because they are in this dungeon, so the sprite will be loaded properly. Okay, that's just more health. It's nice to have, but I could have skipped it and been fine. Which would have saved a key. I have no idea what I just picked up. Okay, but to mirror over to Mimic Cave and get whatever's in here. That might be too far back. Yeah, just barely. Alright, so Mimic Cave. Is that a crab? Just money. It's moving like a crab. And it drops a swarm of bees. More money. I mean, nothing against money, but I've pretty much gotten everything I need to pay for. Yeah, Bottle Merchant Sora and Kiki. So basically all it's useful for now is capacity upgrades and potions. That looks like it's going to roll itself right out of existence. Small key to dark, so that opens up more there. The small fire bars are very nice here. Means they're basically not even an obstacle at this point. Okay, I have one key left so I can get to the boss, but I can't kill it without the rods. Oh right, you can dash over pits. Ah, very nice. That opens up Mire. Big Key of Desert, we'll open that up. And now I have that last one to deal with. Let's see if I can do that trick where you slip by the laser. Not quite. There. And just money. But yeah, we got ourselves a flute, which is extremely useful. Let's go activate that. It currently looks like the Book of Medora. I believe it will change icon after being activated because technically they're two different items. That'll be too far. Not as bad as I thought. Head's lolling off to the side. It's now a map. Oh. Looks like I have Flute Shuffle on this time. So 6 goes up the mountain. 1 goes to East Lake. Yeah, that was one of the Festive Randomizer options, is shuffling the flute locations. Alright, it's the one inside that heals you. Okay, so 1 was lake, 2 is actually 2. 6 goes up the mountain. 3 comes to 5. 4 is 4. And 5 goes up here. And of course those are swapped. Okay, we'll do Mire Sheds first. See what's in here. Yeah, normally I would use the mirror guac glitch to erase them, but... Okay, beer is not mirroring in caves, so maybe it only does it while you're pushing, or maybe it's just not active this time. It may have been one of the weirder settings that does it, or it may just be that, again, it only activates when you're pushing a block, just to troll you. Let's try it in here. Yeah. It's only when you're pushing a block. Okay, how do you get through here now? There we go. Small key to dark, so we have 2 of those now. Should allow some more progress. But I already have the big key and 3 small keys to Mire, which should be more than enough. I think the dungeon has like 3 or 4 more keys than you actually need to clear it. I'm not sure you actually need to use any keys at all. Except the big key, of course. So I should be able to finish that out without a problem. Okay, I think it was fire, ice, earth. Oh, and I have no magic. Alright, let's go somewhere for a refill. I think I can get some in the dungeon here. Okay, I do have the big key here also, so... that will let me open the big chests and also beat the boss. Do any of these have magic? Yes. A little bit anyway. I don't think that's enough to use the medallion. But it's a start. Fire Rod. Okay, that will be necessary for several things. Back of Skull Woods, some chests in Turtle Rock. Actually beating Trinex eventually. Though, of course, I'll need the Ice Rod as well. There's some more magic. Okay. Doing pretty good now. Have some options. Could have sworn I got a key somewhere. Obviously not. Anyway, that should be plenty of magic. Let's head into Mire. And then I can come back and beat the boss of Desert. Well, assuming I get the right medallion. I think it's this one. Yes. It's Fire, Ice, Earth. Fire Rod, Ice Rod, Fire Magic, Ice Magic, and then the other one. What's that other item? Bug net. Okay. Alright, right, the sword beams go backwards. I keep forgetting that. Okay, so into Mire. I have the big key, so I can just do this now. That could have gone bad if I'd careened at a stranger angle, but it seems to have worked out okay. This looks like it has one more block than usual, which I think is to avoid giving you the possibility of clipping. There's some money. There's another key. Yeah, plenty of keys in this dungeon. More than you'll ever need. Unless you open doors you don't need to open. But yeah, I think I have all the keys. Ooh, flippers! That puts Swamp and Ice into play. And also the flipper checks, of course. Okay, this is different. So, yes, I can get through here now. The map of this dungeon, and an empty text block afterwards. Yeah, I've seen that happen a couple times. I'm not sure what's going on there. I think that one door there is the only one you actually need to unlock. Yeah, that doesn't do anything useful. There's some apples. That will drop a key. Oh, and this one too, but... Actually, before I go up there, let's make sure this hasn't been changed around. And it has. Yeah, normally that chest would be here. So I don't need to drop down from above. And I don't think there was anything upstairs other than the drop down. Yeah. So I think I'm good to head to the boss now. Pretty sure that's everything. I could go get the silver arrows. Oh, the shortcut that's normally there isn't. At least unless it's faking. Nope, that's an actual fireball shooter. Or, not an actual one, but it's not secretly a warp tile. That's the key point. Okay, this should be pointless, but with everything else that's been changed around, I do want to give it a look. There is also another key over here, doorway. Oh, there's the warp tile. Yep, there's the key. This warps you to the button near the boss. All the access to it, anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've gotten all the chests. There's a refill. Need some Maria in the basement. Yeah, I got that. Okay, that's removed. But you do still need to put the thing on the thing. Yeah, that normally is a locked door that leads into this little room with rupees, but the layout's been changed a little bit. Since they've removed the door in the north wall here. Turbo spike. Okay, weirdness going on with the conveyor belt there. Yeah, as I suspected. Oops. goes into here, and these are set properly already. Yeah, hookshot. Alright. It should be set to go take on the boss. Yeah, it's possible to kind of retreat in the stairway enough for the snake to go by you, but I have trouble getting that to work. Anyway, 1 arrows for the second stage, anyway. Yeah, this is quite easy with the gold sword. You just wait for this to pop out and shoot it in the face. It was helpful if I switched to bow. Physics seem to be a bit wonky again. That's okay, still a pretty easy boss if you have the right equipment. And there's a third crystal. Let's see, Bomb Shop guy said the other one was in desert, so just go over there, clear that, and then I can get the items inside the period with the fairy. Yep. Flippers. Alright. Right, I could take a key from the back here to go into the front, but I'd rather just clear the dungeon. And if I find the key somewhere else, then I can worry about checking in here again. Yeah, the rescuing a maiden music is not appropriate dungeon theme. Okay, this room, it's in the top right. That was not lined up properly and bashed into the pot instead of picking it up. Yeah, Sprite looks almost normal at the moment. Wait for that to very slowly open up. The torches go out while that's happening. I guess a weird mix of things happening and not happening. Okay, and if these are having weird physics still, which I think they are, I'm going to take them out as quickly as possible so they don't fly off like that. Yeah. We're at the point where even is it? There we go. There's the cash and the crystal. We're making good progress. Yeah. Okay. That's 4 of the crystals, including both the special ones. So, I think 4 was 4. Yes. Let's do the pyramid before I forget. And then flipper checks. Yeah, I do need the hammer still. Well, no, actually I don't. Actually, yes I do. Because I haven't beaten the item, so the castle portal is not open. If you have beaten Aghanim and you have the mirror, you can mirror on the south side of the moat, cross the bridge in the light world, go through the castle gates, get back to the dark world, and you'll have the bomb at the pyramid. But since I haven't done that, the portal isn't there, and I can't get back to the dark world. Compass to eastern, and a piece of heart. Oh, more health. So I don't have the big key to ice. So do I want to do that or not? Yeah, I should probably check there. Yeah, and I only have the one bottle, which I have a blue potion in. Okay. So, flipper checks. Which includes getting silver arrows. And I can do more of Dark Palace now. With the mirror, this is a more convenient way to get under the bridge. To our friendly neighborhood vagrant, who kind of looks like a Cyclops. I'm sure he's supposed to have another eye, but you can't actually see the other eye. A piece of heart. Swimming looks almost normal. Well, when you're going down anyway. Sideways, not so much. Also going out. Okay, so this... I'll buy the upgrades because I have money. So I can go to ice, but I don't have the big key, and only one small key. So I'm not sure how much I'd be able to do. It's probably worth checking. Ah. These appear to have been randomized. Okay, let's try the southeast one. Yeah, because there's another whirlpool in the southeast part of the lake. Which normally goes to where that one just went, I think. Yep, here we are. If it wasn't that, then there's also one over in the swamp and one by the witch's hut. But since neither of those turned up, they must be connected to each other. Right, just come in here, get the silver arrows. And honestly, they're useful enough that knowing where they are already, even a racer would probably come get them. It's a little bit out of the way, but not that far. And again, since I already know they're here, I know this isn't a wasted trip. Okay, so Flute to 3 to get to 5, I think it was. Alright, you can't flute in here. Well, you can, but the bird doesn't pick you up because it's technically not part of the overworld. It's on a completely separate map. Okay. 3 gets you to 5. And back to Dark Palace. I have 2 more keys. So I think that's enough to finish it as long as I don't open the center door. Alright, this will go all the way across the area. So as far as things I need, I will need the ice rock to beat Trinex, and that's the only inventory item that I still need. More armor would be nice, it's obviously not necessary. I need the 2 keys for the castle tower. Need the big key for Hera. Probably need a few more keys for other things. I'll need the big key for Ganon's tower. But yeah, like I said, I think I have enough keys to finish this as long as I don't waste them. Yeah, there's some health. I shouldn't have bothered trying to fight that. There's no real point. Okay, there's bow and silver arrows is an upside down off-color red potion. Right. And I managed to get through there without getting hurt again. Okay, so I need to save a key to get through the basement and to the boss. I need a key to get to the dark room, which will have 3 items to collect. I would also need a key to get to what's called Harmless Hellway, which has another item, so I can't quite get everything unless I find a key in the dungeon. But I can get all but 1 item. Oh. That was lucky. Toss that over there to open up ahead of time. Stun prize is a heart. Good to know. 20 rupees. No, it's that way. It is technically possible to do this room in the dark, but I have enough trouble finding my way around when I can see what I'm doing. Big key to Ganon's Tower. That's one of the things we will need to clear the game. Still need the ice rod, though. Okay. Let's go beat the boss, and remember that there's one more item here if another key pops up. And it is possible to go backwards across that if you're fast enough. Alright. I think there were hearts here. Yep. Yeah, and you're supposed to put a statue on here, but I can just use that. Alright, the apples apparently count as monsters for purposes of opening the door, which is kind of bizarre, but that's how it works. Yep, wrong item. It was bound to happen a few times eventually. Yeah, that's where you need that key. Okay, so one more key will be needed to get the last item. And Festive Randomizer randomizes which one of these blocks is pushable. Okay, boss is it here. Looks like the bottom missed completely. That's the problem with using bombs. He moves around enough that it can be difficult to get them underneath it. But I think one bomb does as much damage to the mask as 4 hammer strikes. And now, if I can get lined up. One shot. The eyes are a bit out of place. That's another weirdness of the Festive Randomizer. And a compass to Thieves Town. Not exciting. But we have another crystal. I think Swamp next? Swamp sounds good. I do have a key for that, don't I? Let's check. Yep, I have a key for Swamp, and I think that's the only randomized key. So, if I can figure out which one goes there. Okay. 1, I think, went to 8, 2 went to 2, 3 went to 5, 4 is to 4, 5 went to 6. Let's see where 6 goes. 6 goes up the mountain. I knew that already. Because that's the first one I tried. Because I was trying to get up the mountain. 7 drops you in the well in Kakariko. So I guess that leaves 8. Yep. Although really I just want to go to Link's house because it's faster. Slightly. To get here from there. Anyway, I suppose it's good to have that flute spot confirmed. Let's see, mirror. I think that was another crab. You need to come in here, drain the lake to fill up the inside. Which somehow floods the waterway in the Dark World, even though they're obviously not the same place. Yes, this interaction between worlds is kind of a fascinating concept that, unfortunately, they never really used for anything except this. It would have been interesting if they'd applied it to more things, elaborated on it a little. Oh, there's a key to ice. Yeah, you need that first small key to be able to get down the stairs here. Which is why, if the keys are not shuffled outside the dungeons, that first chest has to be a key. Oh, went too soon. I'm used to having that charge up at the beginning. But instead, it's just, you go instantly. Yep, you need another key here, but the key is just under the pot, and that's not shuffled. Same thing here. Another key under another pot that's always there. There are experimental versions of the randomizer you can get somewhere. I'm guessing there's a source repository where you can run your own. But anyway, there are versions that can shuffle what is under pots. I think both between pots within a room and also with the other items in the general pool. I've not experimented with those, but I know they exist. Yep, I knew this had to happen eventually. The usual entrance doesn't work. Big key to ice. Okay, is this any different? Looks the same. Okay, key to dark. So that will open up the last location in Dark Palace, which I may need to go investigate eventually. I think for now I'll leave it and keep exploring other dungeons. Right. Yeah, I went out this way so I can get through here to get this key. And then go back, drain the water, and flip the switch the other way to open the way to that chest on the left there. Really? Yeah. Rather than deal with the spike, we'll just come over here. Okay. Yes, you want to grab the key before you flood the waterway, unless you know how to dive her down to get the key after it's flooded. Because otherwise you have to leave the dungeon completely to reset the water to get to the key. This is good. This looks the same. Yeah, you can technically, if you want to play around with the hookshot going through blocks, to do that in an unintended way, but the intended method is so quick and easy that it's basically only if you feel like fooling around. Okay, item number 5 is the single rupee. Number 6 is a single arrow. And what looks like something of a meme. Okay. So that's everything upstairs. So there's the 2 chests in the flood room, there's the 1 chest in the waterfall room, and then there's the boss's item. So this dungeon will shortly be cleaned out. Oh. There. Okay, that door is removed, which means shenanigans. Yeah, even though the gold sword keeps you from being shocked by the cucumber things, it does not keep you from being shocked by the electric jellyfish. Which really makes no sense, but that's the way the game works. Oh yeah. So normally there will be a wall here to keep you from getting to this staircase, which you would get to from the lower door, which is now not there. I think this was a heart. Yep. These are also hearts. There's a ton of cash. Some bombs. 2 more items left. Again, the waterfall room and the one on the boss itself. This one is very easy to miss, unless you know about it. Even in the original game, it's just money, so you can easily finish the game and never know it's there. Yeah, normally it's the door to the right that comes in here, and there's a wall right around here. But again, the dungeon layout has been played with. And these going ridiculously fast is making this strangely precarious. Okay. That just leaves the boss, and that will be everything for Swamp. Again, not exciting boss music. That's one of the risks of using Music Shuffle. Yep, missed. There. It's only 1 shot, but you do need to hit. And that's just bombs. And here's another crystal. Come to think of it, I have not found any pendants yet. So that leaves the possibility that we might get all the crystals and need to go into Ganon's Tower to get something to finish a pendant dungeon. Same thing for Aghanim's Tower. Yep. Six crystals, 0 pendants. Alright. So... yeah, Hera is one of the pendants. Yeah, it looks like Ice Palace is next. Yeah. Okay, so let's just go over there. Grab some more upgrades while I'm at the pond. It's not like I have anything else to do with the money. No, 20 and 40. And you do need either the Fire Rod or the Fire Medallion to get past the first room. But I have both. So, take your pick. Okay, that's good. This is a pendant dungeon. Probably could have skipped that key, but it does not hurt to take it. Better to have more keys than you need than to run out halfway through the dungeon. Yeah, we've already had some weirdness with the dungeon with the ice thing being in the wrong spot. What are they called? Freezers, I think? Normally it's on the left side of the first room. So with it being on the right side, that says something has changed. So other things may have changed. Come on. Like this. So it's this layout. This layout means that this staircase does not connect over to the dungeon, but you do need to come here to get to this room, because the staircase here is taken out. So there will be a key under here, which will be important, potentially. And there's also a chest in the room. You can pretty much ignore the skeletons. At least for that room. Okay, so... yeah, that's the room where you would normally do the icebreaker trick to clip through the wall, but with the wall not being there to clip through. Okay. Do need the bomb. Or a red stick. Come on. This downstairs. Not quite what I was going for, but it'll do. These you do need to kill to open the door. And the damaged floor is just decorative. You can't actually destroy it. Yeah, Something about these conveyor belts is not behaving normally. This has a key. Oh, getting stuck on the wall there. Okay. This is the room where you could, if you felt like it, use the Ice Palace bomb jump to skip past the raised barrier, if it was raised. But I think with the changes to the dungeon, that's not necessary at all. Yeah. 4 out of 5. It's probably a bush crab. Okay, I do still want to go to the side to get to the chest in this room. This is where normally the staircase up to the other room would be. But the staircase is now not there. So it's just this one chest. Killing those gives you... Oh, there's the ice rod. So that's everything I need as far as items go. Do still need more keys. Anyway, use the clipping trick to get past these. You're supposed to bomb through the upper floor. There's the other small key to Dark Palace. Okay, I think it came this way to get to Ice Tea. Yes. This is the one with the switch. I do like the Hyrule Castle music. And if nothing else, it is suitable for a dungeon. There's a bee in a bottle. So the only item left is on the boss itself. 3 keys should be well more than enough to get there. I'm honestly not sure where some of the other keys would even be used. Yeah, so normally pushing that on there would open the door to the south and let you get to the boss room. But obviously this has been tweaked a bit. So instead, kind of like the one room in Eastern Palace with a tweaked layout, you have to jump into a pot. Which again, this gets you to a fairy room that doesn't show up on the map. Warps you to where you need to go. And all that's left now is to take out the boss, and that will be Ice Dungeon finished. Everything collected. Alright, especially without half magic, it's preferable to start with Bombos to take out the shell in one shot. If you do have half magic, it's probably a little faster to use the Fire Rod. I shot too early. Got a little too spammy there. I do have a potion if need be, but it shouldn't be necessary. Yeah, we're done. And there's the big key to Hera, so I can clear that now. Although, if possible, I prefer to wait until it's time to go to Ganon's Tower so I can do them at the same time. Almost 3 hours in and our first pendant. Yeah, the Crest of Wisdom. Yeah, in this game, red is wisdom and blue is power. I think in later games that's reversed. Which, I mean, honestly, it makes sense. Red feels more like a power kind of color. Okay. So I did Mire. I needed to Turtle Rock still. But I can do Turtle Rock now, and then I can go up to... Yeah. Which haven't I done? I did Eastern. I did Desert. I've not done Hera, but I know that's a pendant. I've done Dark, I've done Swamp, I've done... Yeah, I need to do Skullwoods. That's the other thing about Map Shuffle and not having the things marked until you get the maps, is it can make it hard to keep track of which dungeons you've actually finished. Because they don't automatically have the mark on them to tell you what's there until you get it. So you can't go by what your map shows you to determine which dungeons are unfinished. Okay, this one? Yeah. And that drops you in the well, but whatever. Other than climbing out, this is actually slightly closer to the portal. So yeah, Hera is the green pendant. Which means either Skullwoods or Toro Rock is a crystal. I'm not sure which is which, and it doesn't really matter because I'm going to do them both regardless. Given that this is an all dungeons run. But yeah, with the Fire Rod, I have everything I need to finish this. Even if it does look like a shovel. Still feels weird to face away from things to throw bolts at them. Okay, let's see if this is the normal layout or not. Yeah, this is the normal one. I've been here already. Okay, so you burn the bug face with the fire rod to open the entrance. And I should grab the chest while I'm here, because it might be something important. Yeah, there's a pot there. Not dealing with those spikes. Okay, there's nothing in those pots. Small key to Thieves' Town. Not important. But it could have been a Castle Tower key, which would have been absolutely necessary. So, little shortcut there. I do need to make sure I don't run out of magic here. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, I was hoping for some magic drops, but not this time. I could just skip those and go straight to the locked door because I have a spare key. Well, 2 spare keys, actually. Nice, quick and easy. And there's the blue pendant. So that means the last crystal is in Turtle Rock. The green pendant we already know is in Tower of Hera. Ah, and while I'm here, I should check what is on the pedestal, just in case it's important. Do need to get all the pendants regardless, but I may not need to come back here. Okay, it's a piece of heart. Knight the Blood the Saka. That obviously did not come through quite correctly. As I mentioned, it's a rather bad machine translation. Yes, 6 goes up to 1. Yeah, that's dashing right by the stairs because you can't stop. And that I don't think I can get around where it is. Don't like these little things. Come to think of it, this music is really appropriate for here. Of course, you'd normally only have it when you're in bunny form. This, of course, is very much not appropriate for here. It's just a cave. Relax. Okay, so Turtle Rock, then Ganon's Tower. Well, Turtle Rock, Tower of Hera, then Ganon's Tower. It's a mirror to the Tower of Hera, then come back to Ganon's Tower to clear that. Yeah, you can go over 1,000 rupees in the randomizer if you want. Okay, so there's 2 items in the room to the right, and then the 1 item on the boss, and that will be everything for Turtle Rock. I still have that 1 more extra chest to get in Palace of Darkness, which could be one of the keys I need, or it could be useless. So I'll not worry about that right away. Oops. Can I still do this? Yes. Okay, let's... No, wrong item. Just trying to cape dash, that didn't work. Okay, that's just money. That's what I was trying to do. Yep, if you item dash with the cape, you turn invisible and dash at the same time. Okay, need this. No, not that. This. Cane, not hammer. Just dash through here since I already have that key. Here I need to flip the switches. And try not to get hit by the dogs. Turtle Rock is really not a dungeon you can do much in the way of taking shortcuts. There are a few places where you can cut it a bit short if you've already been through, but for the most part you need to slog the whole way through. Like here, I don't have to go over to the side room where the key is. Here you can just come through this door and get a spike roar to the face. Yeah, this will go out of the way. Took a bit of a wrong turn. Alright, and I do need to step on that flat. Yeah. I need to open the door again. This is not a one-time thing. This is every time. There. Okay, getting kind of low on health. I think I'm going to take the safety door just in case. And here you can just dash right across the pit because of the boot's weirdness. Actually, let's go one step further. If you mirror here, this takes you to a cave where you can get some fairies. Just don't fall in. Yep, if you ever need a refill, just remember this is here. And I will not jazz in case I would bounce into a pit. Would probably have been safe, but don't want to risk it. And I might not have been able to get back to the portal if I had fallen there. Anyway, I do have this last... Yeah, I do have the last key to get in the door here, so I can get to the boss. And I have the fire and ice rod, so I can beat it. Yeah, Choco Boomerang. Yeah, half magic would be nice. It's certainly not required. Yeah, that's Ice Rod. Normally the fire head goes active first, but apparently that's been changed around too. One more head rush. Wait for the shell to disappear, then let go of the spin button. Yeah. Not a difficult boss with the gold sword. Then again, the gold sword kind of trivializes most bosses. So that just leaves Moldorum, both Aghanim fights, and Ganon. Come on. Okay, I already did an ether tablet. There seems to be one missing. Was this a 6-7? No? It's all 7 crystals, just... I guess it's just a weird graphical glitch. Alright, so this should be pretty quick and easy. Yeah, switch blocks are reversed when you enter the dungeon, but they need to be on the one setting to get up the stairs. So that will always need to be flipped back to take the quick way through here. Some arrows. Okay, that does still work, good. Just one more item. Oh right, I didn't get the thing in the front basement because it was junk. So I will be at 5 out of 6 items forever. It doesn't look like anything has been changed around in this dungeon. I think I remember seeing an alternate version in previous years where you needed to drop into the pot to get to the boss. But not this time, it's just the normal straightforward. Go up the stairs, kill it. There's one of the castle tower keys. Just need one more. And I think that's the only item that still needs to be found to clear the seed. Sahasrara might have something too. But yeah, I cleared every dungeon except for Ganon's Tower and Castle Tower. And we get the Rescue Maiden music in here. Much would have preferred the Hyrule Castle music. Speaking of Hyrule Castle, never got Dark Cross. Okay. Have a key so I can go to the right here. I'm going to skip the tile room chest for now. If necessary, I can come back for that. I'm hoping it won't be necessary because that room is a pain. Wait for that to scroll out of existence. That's a pain. Okay. Need to be a little more careful. I'm taking more damage than I should. Compass of Skullwoods. I do, of course, have the Ganon's Tower big key already, but I need another Castle Tower key. Okay. Let's go down the left side then. Yeah, there are 20 plus items in the basement here, including the bug catching nets to fill out the inventory. Oh, come on. No? I could have sworn I had the... That is weird. The boots have been dashing over pits in other places, but for some reason it doesn't seem to be working there. But there's half magic, and a handy refill. Ton of money. Alright. Or maybe it's only when you're dashing in certain directions. Let's try dashing downward. Yeah. That worked for some reason. So apparently you just can't dash upward across pits. Granted, I have no idea why it works at all in the first place. Okay, let's see if I can get the boomerang. Yeah, I think it's too fast for that to be possible. So we use do it the old-fashioned way with the bomb. Red stick also works. And these are moving weird speeds, which throws timing off for this. Okay, this way. 4 items behind the wall here. The decapitated head. Okay, that was randomized. I should have seen that coming. Some green goop. Another boomerang. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if the April Fools Randomizer puts in 2 boomerangs instead of a blue and a red. Because that seems like the kind of weird thing it would do. Anyway. Yeah, hookshot will stun these. And normally you could use Boots Recoil to get around that teleporter, but with the Boots behaving the way they do, you can't start dashing in one direction. Yeah, you can't start your dash facing in one direction then turn because it's an instant start. Yeah, that still works. 17 to 27 items. Here's another one. Go 18. 3 more downstairs, 1 more in the big chest. And then I think the rest are further up the tower. These, of course, are trivial with the silver arrows. Even if they are behaving strangely. Yep. Not a problem. So our arrows back. More arrows. And bombs. 6 more items. Try and remember where they are. 1 is in the big chest, so that's 5 after that. 1 in the mold-arm room, 1 in the room before that, 2 in another room. And... where is the other chest? Oh, I'll probably stumble across it. That locked door is completely useless to unlock because it just goes to the room that's down the other staircase. It barely even counts as a shortcut. I think that's in the normal place. That's me getting hit a lot. Spikes aren't much of a threat, really. There we go. Spikes are a bit of a menace, but... I took a fireball hit, but no big deal. Okay. This is largely pointless, but I want to see if I can... Nope, not quite. And yet somehow I get through fine by dashing. Okay, this time I will take the... as I was saying, if these give me a chance to get across here, take the ferry room. Interesting. These blocks block the fountains. There. Yeah, the thing that's happening with those and rollers and some other things is apparently their speed is randomized, but it's randomized differently in different directions. So they're moving faster in one direction than the other, which eventually scrolls them entirely out of play. Honestly, I should just use Fire Rod on these. Or medallions if I really want to. Yep, Fire Rod works good. Anyway, these few rooms are known as the Gauntlet, and have been known to cause trouble even for experienced players. As you have random enemies, you have ice physics in some rooms, you have conveyor belts in some rooms. There's just a lot of junk to worry about all at once. Okay. Let's see if I can silver arrow these. Not if I get hit with a fireball. And now we have the where even is it problem again. I do believe that unlike Garmos Knights, these keep damage after you kill the other ones. There. Yes, definitely. Yeah, Armos Knights, when they turn red, any damage you've already done to the one that turns red is removed and it's back to full health. But with the Moldorms, the only special thing that happens with the last one is it shoots more rocks. Or, not Moldorms, Landmoss. Got my block placement a little bit off there. Alright, I can't stop. You'd think I remember this by now. There. Not quite all at once, but still fairly satisfying. Don't remember if there's... Okay, there's a wall here, so I could have dashed. As I was starting to say, I couldn't remember if there was a railing on the other side or just a pit. But there's just a wall, so not an issue. Do not want to dash here. Because either you run into the pot and get stopped anyway, or if you miss the pot, you dash right into the pit and have to start over. Yeah, the fire rod shots you'll notice are also going in the wrong directions. Well, there's our red armor, which is actually red. Okay, there's the other castle tower key, so I don't need to worry about any more items. Oh, too far. And again. Okay, that's moving a lot slower than I expected. Yep. The anti-Furies will turn into Furies if you batter them, so will the bunny beams, as long as they haven't started moving yet. So there's one chest there, there's one chest in this room. There's another one somewhere. And I can't remember where. I guess, did I just not pick something up? But yeah, that's only 26 items accounted for because I skipped that one chest before Moldorm. Okay. So beat Aghanim 2, then go beat Aghanim 1, and then finish Ganon. Oh, I got one. That's 3 hits. 4. 5. Almost got 6. There we go. Yep, and from here I can just mirror back to the light world. finish Aghanim's tower. And that's too far down. So you want to go from basically the top of the stairs. Okay. So just clear this, then I can kill Ganon and win. Simple enough. That looks like another crab. But with the wrong graphics, of course. Okay, so you need the 1T to get up these stairs. There is a key that drops from an enemy. I think normally that's a locked door and not a kill room door. Wait, this room is upside down. The floor is upside down. Okay. Also high. I'm pretty sure that can't be an actual doorway. I don't normally do this room in reverse, but I think this is pushable. Yep. That's how you open this door. Yeah, normally when you're coming up the tower, you come into this room, which then has... You kill the enemy to get the key to open the door into the next room. So that may mean I don't actually need the second key I found. Or maybe you just need it here. Okay. It looks like this room is also... This floor is also going backwards. There's a green goop. Okay, how do I open this? It's probably another pushable block. Let's light a lamp so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, here it is. Bit of a palette glitch there. Okay, you can go either way here. Yeah, I'm not as familiar with the castle tower because you don't normally need to do it. Except in the original game, of course. Yeah, this room you did kill them. An armored guard turns into a different armored guard. This floor is not backwards. You need another key here, but this guy has it. So, not an issue. This room you can just run right through it and not care about the enemies. Although the turbo speed guard makes that a little more difficult. Same thing with this room, just go right through. You can stun them to keep them from being a problem. Look, the Legend of Zelda! I don't think that's quite right. Also, this doesn't look quite right either. I'm gonna fast forward a bit. Okay, there we go. Something was not quite off. He is happy with the seal of the Seven Wise Men. The power of the devil covers this country. It's a long time for him to spend time. Isn't it possible for us demons to have the legendary hero and golden power? Farewell. Machine translation. You get some wonderful nonsense. He says he really wants to be done. Untranslated random word in the middle of the sentence. Translator's note, Nozomi means wish. And this boss is ridiculously easy if you know how to handle him. You just charge up your sword, stand next to him. When he lets go, release. If it's one of the big bolts, it'll be reflected back into his face. If it's one of the small ones, it will be broken up and miss you. Yeah, not much to say here. It was kind of interesting how his lightning attack was off-center. Okay, I was standing a little too close to him, which made the... Yeah, it let the little balls actually hit. Okay, he's turning to face me, so that's not lightning. Yeah, normally when he does lightning, he's in the exact center at the top. So I'm not quite sure what's going on here. It's some weird effect of the Festive Randomizer. There, I didn't let go of the button soon enough. There, like that. Also, I've been favoring going to the outside of him because that will knock him back towards the middle of the room, which on average means he won't teleport quite as far, which makes the battles slightly faster. This Sahasrara. Can you hear the voice? What is standing now is originally the world that was called the Sacred Place. But now the demons are infested. So to speak, it's a dark world. The priest seals the seal at the entrance of the castle. The path connecting the dark world and this side. It looks like you've opened. Again, to save this world only to regain golden power. There is no way left. Help the 7 daughters. Their power to draw the blood of the wise men. It will surely come soon. Each daughter is a monster. It's locked up in my house. This is getting dark. First, head to the Temple of Yami. You can only rely on me. I wonder if this Sahasrara's wish. Please. I'll ask Keys. Okay then. Yeah. There's random untranslated word again. It's interesting music to have here. It also sounds off-key. Also, I was having a weird amount of trouble hitting him there. Okay, I think I've got enough hits to get him to the next phase. Yep. There's one section of the forward collapse. And 2. And Ganon is teleporting weirdly. 3. One more and we're on to the final phase. Yeah, speaking of silver. Oh, come on. Frickin' bat. I swear they come out faster than usual. Alright. Restart. We're still sub 4 hours, which is better than I was fearing. Yeah, fairy in that tree. Which is nice if you can catch it. Stupid fairy. And right, you can't stop dashing. Okay. Yeah. I didn't think. Anyway, the thing he was saying earlier, or Sastra was saying about the daughters drawing the blood or something like that. There's kind of an idiomatic phrase in Japanese for being descended from, which is chiyo hiku, which I think was, as I recall, is literally to pool blood. It's basically equivalent to the English expression to, you know, yeah, what am I thinking? To have the blood of in your veins. Yeah, I forgot the shots travel weirdly slow to the left, or right, rather. Okay, getting weak, so potion. Yeah, he's shooting that almost instantly. Not again. Okay, now I need to remember I don't have another healing potion. I do have a green potion or two, though. Not sure what that is. I think that was a B. These are both magic potions. Which should not be an issue at all. Actually, I might want to use an invulnerability item for the last phase, just so I don't have to worry about getting hit by his fire bats. It's a thought. Okay, we're at phase 2. Okay, 2 shots in. Torch switch active. Oh, that was weird. There we go. Yeah, that was a neat spiral teleport thing going on there. But yeah, if you manage to light the left-hand torch before the right-hand torch goes out, it interrupts whatever causes that to go out, and it just stays on forever. And here the Triforce is a little out of control. We've got a copy pasta thing going here, and I'll just fast forward through the credits. So yeah, this was in all dungeons Keysanity with the April Fools Festive Randomizer, and things got a little weird, but for the most part, not too bad. Yeah, and of course the credits are this bizarre nonsense and not, or the ending sequence is this bizarre nonsense and not its relatively normal text. The randomizer does change things up in here already, like Return of the King can be changed to something like the Two Towers or the Fellowship of the Ring, and some various other things where there's like Venus Queen of Fairies could be various other Venus-related things, like I'm Your Venus or Venus Love Chain. Characters that give you items will normally have an indication of what the item is. Like, for instance, the Mushroom Trade-In was 5 rupees, so if this were a normal randomizer and not the festive one, it would have say something there like buying cheap drugs. Anyway, and there's a heart piece on there, and yeah. So this has been Airfelon playing a festive April Fools Link to the Past randomizer. I do have one more ROM I generated that I want to try out. The next one has some of the stranger options added that I'm not exactly sure what they do. I think there was an overworld shuffle, something about spiky geometry. Again, I don't know what they do. I'm not sure what to expect. I'm fairly certain they were new this year. So yeah, I'm going to try that out next week, see what happens. One more randomizer stream, roughly the same time next week. It's also in All Dungeons Keysanity, so that will mean exploring everything again. Yeah, Pegasus boots I find is 0 because you started with them. Okay. And yeah, pretty much everything was beaten with the gold sword because I was going around collecting items before killing bosses and happened to find all the swords. 99 bonks, 2 deaths. Yeah, I did die twice. Okay. So yeah, come back next week at roughly the same time if you're interested in more. In the meantime, I do have more normal videos posted. I generally prefer being able to record and edit and cut things out and splice them together and all that to make more concise videos. But for something that's going to go on hours anyway, streaming format does work out better for this. I found that my recordings don't like being processed if they record too long at once with a standard recording anyway. But yeah, for this, streaming is good. For other stuff, not as much. Yeah. Come back next time if you liked it. Check out my other videos. I'm currently doing a playthrough of an older indie platformer called Zeux's World. If you're familiar with the Verge engine, which was meant for creating role-playing games, that's written in that. And is pretty well known, was pretty well known in the community at the time for being just about the only finished full-length game, if not the only, which again is strange because platformer in a role-playing game engine, but it works. Anyway, I have that. I have some glitch videos for Zelda stuff. I have some miscellaneous DOS and DOS and Atari era games I've demonstrated. Yeah, check those out if you're interested. For now,